there guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing really well today. We are back again with another haul from just random places. So I have been shopping at 3 places recently: TikTok Shop, Vinted and Primark. So I thought I'd just kind of bring everything together and show you what I've been buying recently, because there's such a nice mix of different bits and pieces in this haul that I am absolutely obsessed with. I thought I had to show you guys. Okay, so I've got a little pile next to me and then I've got the Primark stuff hung up at the minute. So I'm going to start with the little pile that I've got next to me. So this pair of jeans is from TikTok Shop, and I do feel like the brand that comes on the actual item is always different to the brand that you buy it with on TikTok Shop. So this is from Sarah John Paris. Never heard of that before. Don't feel like I remember seeing that on TikTok at all either. So I can't actually remember what TikTok brand I brought these from. But they are this gorgeous chocolate colour denim jean. And then you've got this kind of seam detail down the entire front of the leg. Very straight leg vibes. And it's got a nice kind of cinch to the waist as well. If I say so myself, when I tried these on, the booty, it did great things, let's put it that way. So yeah, I am absolutely obsessed with the colour. The material of the denim, if you can see that there, has a slight line to it, which I quite like as well. And I just feel like these jeans in winter, autumn winter, are going to be incredible. I have a vision of pairing these with my white fur coat. I think that might actually kill me, because if it comes together how I believe it's going to in my head, that is going to be the outfit of the season, and I absolutely cannot wait. If you are somewhat local to Birmingham, I am sure that you've heard of the German markets, and that is where I plan on wearing the jean and fur coat combo at the end of this month. So very excited for that one. Like I say, that was from TikTok Shop. Moving on now then to Vinted. I know that with Vinted, it's not like it's a shop that you'll necessarily be able to repurchase any of the items from if you particularly like them in my haul, but I feel like showcasing where some of these items are originally from might help you with that. And then just in general, I feel like if you can find something that's a decent price and nice quality, then buying secondhand, absolutely go for it. I do feel like there's some things that I would not buy secondhand. A lot of the time I buy things that have still got tags on. I have picked up these gorgeous striped trousers. Now, I have never been a stripy clothing girl. I feel like with the rugby shirts that you see everywhere now, stripes have really done their thing this year, really made a stamp this season, and I might be converted into a stripes girl, because I have been buying quite a lot of striped things recently that I never would have before. So these trousers are River Island, and they still have their tag on as well, which is even better. So I'm pretty sure I paid about £10 for these trousers, and originally they were £35. So that is the point that I'm making, guys. I've bought it essentially brand new because it's still got the tags on. We've got pockets up here as well, really wide straight leg, and then there's almost this like turnover detail at the bottom there as well, which I really quite like. The only thing that is slightly annoying to me with these trousers is how thin the material is. These are more like a summer pair of trousers to me because of how thin they are, but that's okay. Just because it's not going to give me the winter warmth that I had hoped for, I am absolutely still going to keep hold of these, put them into storage for a little bit, and then bring them out next year when hopefully we get some warmer weather, because I am absolutely freezing at the moment. But yeah, I still absolutely love these trousers. Okay, this next one is a bit of a rogue item for me. It is not something that I ever expected to add into my wardrobe, but this one in particular has kind of stolen my heart. I think it's so cute. I have a vision as to how I plan to style this. It's a little sleeveless knitted jumper. Now, I would call this a sweater vest. I don't know if that is quite an American thing, but I would call this a sweater vest. So we've got this lovely pattern stitched into the material there. I feel like having your arms out or exposed is a much easier way to be able to do layering, because sometimes you can put so many layers on that then when you put your coat over the top, you actually can't properly bend your arms or anything. So there's two ways that I feel like you could wear this. You could wear this as a layering piece underneath coats and things like that, or how I'm planning to wear it is with a long sleeved white top underneath, so that you kind of get this. I mean, my jumper's cream, but I feel like it's giving a decent idea as to how it's going to look. So then with some tight black work trousers as well. I can see it. I feel like I'm very aware that this is an ugly jumper, but it's so ugly that I actually think it's really cute. I love this. I think if I can remember correctly, this is not necessarily brand new. The tag thing is still on here, but the tag itself has gone. So I feel like I remember seeing on the description that this was worn, but I'm okay with that, mostly because I had one of these with tags in my basket, or on my favourites list on Vinted, should I say, and quite quickly it got sold, and I was actually really disappointed by that. It hurt. It physically hurt. So then I went on a bit of a hunt to find another one, and that's exactly what I've done. So because I wanted this so badly, and because I'm planning on wearing a top underneath the sweater vest, I thought it's not actually going to be directly on my skin. Obviously, if you don't wash your Vinted parcels before you put them on, you absolutely should. So obviously this is going to go in the wash first anyway. Yeah, I thought with this one, I don't mind that it's not got a tag, because I'm just obsessed. So let me quickly tell you, originally this is a Marks and Spencer product. I was actually in Marks and Spencer's clothing the other day. I didn't buy anything in the end, but there were some items that weren't the same pattern but were kind of the same vibe as this. So if you want a brand new one from M&S directly, I know for a fact that they have something similar to this in store at the minute. Okay, and last up of the Vinted parcels is again another pair of trousers. Now these are quite literally the softest material I think I've ever felt. I feel like when I wear these, I will have to refrain from just stroking my own leg, because the material, I wish you could feel this. It is literally so soft. But anyway, this is a nude pair of wide leg trousers, quite a jogger style to the trousers, and then wide leg at the bottom there as well. And they have these gorgeous popper detail all the way down the end of the leg. And from about halfway, if you can see that stitch in there, you can actually unpop them if you wanted to. I don't know why you would want to unpop them, but you can if you choose. So I doubt that they will ever be unpopped ever again. But if that is something that is important to you, that is something that you can do with these trousers. We have this massive elasticated waistband at the top there. We have some pockets, and yeah, I just feel like this is going to be a really easy way to feel super comfortable. I have a feeling they're going to feel like pajamas when they're on, but you're still looking put together at the same time, which is the goal. So originally these are from Next. They do still have the tag, and I'm guessing they must have ordered these online because the tag does not tell me the price, unfortunately. But we all know that Next isn't necessarily cheap. It's more about quality rather than cheap pricing. So I would probably guess maybe like a 40, 50 pounds for these trousers. And again, I probably spent about 10 pounds. So I'm absolutely buzzing with these. Okay, so that's what I picked up from Vinted. And I do feel like I actually ordered something else from Vinted the other day. So I've already got more parcels on the way because I just can't help myself. Anyway, moving on, we are looking at some Primark bits and pieces that I picked up. So this one is £18 and it is this gorgeous khaki green cardigan, which is the softest material ever. I feel like some knitted pieces can really give that itchy material that nobody likes, but this literally feels like a cloud. It is so soft. And we've got this cable knit detailing on the body there, these adorable tortoise shell buttons, and I just feel like this is to die for, with some nice light trousers on the bottom half, probably buttoned up all the way or unbuttoned with probably a white top underneath. I just absolutely love this and think it just looks so autumnal, festive and cozy whilst still being really put together. So then, speaking of some white trousers to go with the green cardigan, can you see the vision there? I feel like those would pair together perfectly. So these trousers, oh my god, again, I am just obsessed with the softest materials at the moment. These are, again, so soft. We've got pockets on the side here, a lovely pleating detail at the front, which is always going to be super flattering. These are £18. We have the kind of hidden clasp in the middle there, and then the material of these, can you see? They're almost like a kind of corduroy effect, and I usually find corduroy quite thick, so I would not say that this is genuine, but it is meant to be that effect. But the material, you can see there, is really floaty and loose and not structured at all. And we've got the wide leg there again as well. If you told me 10 years ago that I would be buying in bulk at this point, because I actually have an addiction, wide leg trousers, I think teenage me might have actually passed out. Whereas now, the thought of a skinny jean repulses me. So it's weird how trends move along and change. And then obviously you've got the kind of age aspect to that as well. I'm older now, so I focus more on actually putting outfits together rather than just trying to wear the teeniest, tiniest crop top in the world or whatever. So I feel like I'm really finding my style recently. There's a lot of clothes that I've not worn in a long time. I literally am staring at the biggest charity bag in the world the other side of this camera. So I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff and swapping it with really nice, kind of timeless pieces. I feel like you could wear this again and again and again, and they're just gorgeous. Anyway, that took me on a bit of a tangent. Really nice cream trousers. I feel like somebody needs to say, Grace, shut up sometimes, because I do find myself just chatting away. One thing I will say though, came up small, so I did need to size up. With these ones, I did pick up my true size, which is a size 14, and these again were £18. So these are like brushed cotton. They're not too structured. They're really like fluffy. So if you have brushed cotton bed sheets at home, you will know the kind of material that this is that I'm referring to, because I don't know if you can see there, if I kind of take my face out of it, it is like a fluffy material rather than a typical suit material that we're used to. So again, super soft, super fluffy, super cozy, which is exactly what we want For this autumn winter season, we have the structured kind of pleats at the top there as well. So again, really flattering. We have this white pinstripe detail all the way down the length of the trousers there with the grey colour behind it. We have the hidden clasp in the middle, and these ones different to the white ones because we have an elasticated waistband at the back there as well. So that just adds that extra layer of comfort, but also can cinch you in a little bit as well. So I'm thinking white long sleeve top with this one tucked in, so then hopefully my waist can look really small as it cinches in with the elastic. And again, like I say, wide leg trousers. So yeah, I am literally obsessed with these. I cannot wait to be back in the office so that I can style these up with some other work pieces that I've got in my wardrobe. Okay, so that is everything that I have picked up recently from TikTok Shop, Vinted and Primark. I do feel like I've got some really nice pieces in these hauls, so I am so excited to start putting some outfits together and see what works with one another. I do have some ideas already of what I want to put together, like the cream trousers and the green cardigan, things like that. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate it if you can give it a big thumbs up. If you can also hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more of my videos, then that would be greatly appreciated as well. And I will see you guys in the next video.